today's market, it isn't unusual to make an offer on a house and have the appraisal come in lower than your offer. You may be wondering what you should do, and can you even get financing for your home if the appraisal comes in lower than what you offered? This is Richmond with Westcorp Mortgage Group, and today I'm going to talk about what to do when the appraisal comes in lower than the sales price. Before we talk about how you can keep the deal and still get your home loan, let's look at how a low loan appraisal happens in the first place. Home appraisals are just a part of the home buying and selling process. They help to establish the value of the home. The lender requires a home appraisal because they need to know that the home is worth what they are lending you for the home, the loan amount. An appraisal assesses the actual value of the home and ensures that this value is equal to the loan amount that you, the borrower, are asking for. Appraisals also help buyers know if they're paying too much for a home. Now, in a hot market, buyers may push up the value of a home by offering more than asking price. You may have had this happen on a house you were wanting. It can be very frustrating, but let's say that you found the house of your dreams and your offer was accepted. You've got an appraisal on the home and are surprised, or maybe not surprised, to find out that the appraisal came in lower than the sales price. Now, there are many factors that can affect a low appraisal. These things could be rising market values, artificially inflated prices, declining market values, overpricing by the seller, the property is not well maintained, foreclosures or short sales in your neighborhood. The market impacts home values. The appraiser will have an understanding of local influences that can have the largest impact on the property valuation. You need to understand that the appraisal and valuation of the home is out of your hands due to fluctuating marketing trends and outside influences. Okay, so let's look at what you can do when an appraisal does come in lower than the sales price. Now, most appraisals will come in at the asking price, but when they do come in low, you do have some options. The first thing you can do is you can renegotiate your offer. Your offer includes an appraisal contingency that allows you to negotiate your offer if the appraisal comes in low. The seller may have priced the home too high and realize with the appraisal that the value is lower and meet the value of the appraisal. If they don't lower the sales price to meet the value of the appraisal, you need to look at your next steps. You may consider having your lender dispute the appraisal by submitting a reconsideration of value, sometimes known as an ROV. You need to realize, though, that winning a dispute isn't easy. You'll need to have hard evidence to back up your claims that the home is worth more. This evidence will come from other homes that have sold nearby. If you can find recent comparable home sales that sold for a higher price, you might be able to successfully contest your appraisal. Your lender can help you facilitate this process, providing the new comparable sales that were not used by the appraiser, but that are believed to be superior to the comparables the appraiser relied on. If the appraiser agrees that these comps should be included, they will revise the report and potentially revise the valuation. However, don't expect a new appraisal. If you can't find comparables that sold for the same price as the home you're trying to buy, you may be able to convince your lender to get a second opinion on the appraisal. However, it may not change the appraised value. All home valuations are reviewed for accuracy and fairness by the rules set into place by the Home Valuation Code of Conduct. But if you feel strongly that a second appraisal is worth the investment, you'll need to ask the lender for the second appraisal. You may have to split or cover the entire cost of another appraisal. If it's found out that the appraisal was indeed inaccurate, your lender may offer to cover the cost. Now, if the seller will not lower the sales price to meet the appraised value, and you can't find comparable sales that support the higher price, then you will need to make up the difference between the sales price and the appraised value by bringing in more money at closing, which will save your deal. So what does that look like? Well, let's say, for example, that the sales price for your home is $200,000 and the appraisal comes in at $190,000. The lender will only take the value of the appraisal, which is $190,000. That means that you'll need to make up the $10,000 difference by paying that amount in cash. The lender will only provide a loan based on the value of the appraisal. So if you really want the home, you can get it. You just need to make up the difference. The bottom line is that receiving a low appraisal is never something that you want to experience during the home buying process. A low appraisal can impact your offer, and it's important to know your options going into this market. The best thing you can do is always work with a trusted lender and real estate agent so you receive an accurate appraisal and know that you're buying your house looking at today's market trends. Thanks for watching. This is Lori Richmond, Senior Mortgage Advisor with Westcorp Mortgage Group. If you'd like more information on what you can do when the appraisal comes in low, please connect with me at lori.richmond@westcorpmortgage.com.